What's going on, guys? Orion612 back with another vid. This time I just wanted to go over, in my opinion, what I believe to be the best ultimate end game build for a Warlock. I'm going to go over all the fragments and how the build works, and it's a classic one actually. It's a prismatic Warlock with Song of Flame, obviously, this being basically the best super in the entire game right now. A lot of the other supers can't even contend. They don't even sit close to it. The damage reduction you get, the ability regen you offer your allies, it does even stack with others. It synergizes with Titan melee builds. All around, just the craziest super in the game. The exotic that we're using, again, it's a classic one. It's Getaway Artist. You just consume your nade, out pops a stasis turret. You now can destroy arc shields. You have another broken buff, which is amplified, and amplified just allows you to kind of outrun enemy damage, which in endgame activities is very important. And only arc can get this. It's unbelievably strong. You get damage resistance as well. Uh, I went and opted with 100 stat for my super, 160 for my nade, so my nade is coming back. The weapons, it doesn't really matter because this SMG that hopefully everybody got it, heal clip, chaos reshaped, and the most broken mod in the game is just fantastic for healing. You're getting heals when this is procced. You're getting heals on kills. Your Getaway Artist is shooting out a stasis turret, which if it does get a kill, procs Devour. Your little arc buddy, if it gets kills, it procs Devour. Devour took a huge nerf, so a lot of the other subclasses they're very subpar to it. Even like Void Devour builds don't even come close to this, given that you are amplified, and you can't get amplified with a Void subclass build. I went with Finality's Augur, one because it's a featured weapon, so it does get the flat damage bonus. The artifacts that I went with is your standard. These interchange given the activity, but a majority of the time I'm sticking with this. The scavenger mods, nothing really here is worth it unless you're doing strand or stasis. I combined the flame fiber and freeze due to the fact that the most broken gun in the game for damage wise, the mint retrograde, I'm using it with reround rounds and elemental honing. I could switch to envious just because it gives it such a huge ammo generation bump that you could be spitting out special ammo, but I don't even use special ammo finder. I put it on if I'm running activities that are at higher level that I'll need, but a majority of the time I'm using dynamo or a solar and strand dual siphon. So these, pending the activity, especially if it's match made where the shields are harder to break, I'll have special ammo finder on. This is all the mods that go with it. It's all to put into my grenade. I added a solar weapon surge simply at the fact that for the SMG, it does get its own flat damage buff with chaos reshaped, and then picking up the orb will double that, giving it just around a rampage times 3 plus 10% when chaos reshaped is at times 2. The other artifacts, the other artifacts that I am using, this is just if I'm making fire sprites or if I'm getting kills with my strand weapon. It bumps up my super regen. Fever and chill, obviously, to proc Radiant. Um, a lot of Strand hunters and titans are creating a ton of threadlings, so just for the added area of effect blast. The elemental days, obviously you're igniting any champion that you do break its barrier, or if you're stunning an overload. This is dealing sustained precision damage against combatants while 2 or more allies grant you a damage resistance, so you're getting even more damage resistance. I wasn't a big fan of this artifact perk. It's very useful around super big bullet sponge bosses when you have enemies all around it, but I stuck with the elemental overdrive because, again, it's another weapon damage boost to my SMG. It just synergizes extremely well. And here, the Radiant, your grenades recharge faster and deal increased damage. I don't really need the damage, but the recharge is very, very noticeable. And it's great for, you could have 2, 3, 4 turrets down in some activities when you're going crazy with your SMG and everything is all procced. But ideally what it comes down to is like the core component of it is really Song of Flame, the SMG, obviously Mint, just because the damage is crazy, but Amplified is the most broken passive perk in the game. And yeah, I just wanted to showcase the build. I've done activities at 480, 490, very hard. Solo, I've done solo mythic missions with this. You can solo any dungeon with this build. It's absolutely incredible. I highly recommend it. How you want to build into your stats is entirely up to you, but at least 100 super. The higher your super, the more damage you're getting for it. 80 for melee class weapons, and you can even have 80 grenade if you want. It's still technically the old 100, and if you really want high recovery, it's not really needed because of the SMG. But if you do get like crazy perfect stat rolls and you do have everything at 100, the big thing you want to go into is your super and your nade. But health I kept low. It's not that big of a deal. I do have recuperation, but I always have Devour Up or Heal Clip or Chaos Reshaped. And then lastly is the actual armor set itself, which is the Solstice armor set. I put on a 4-piece set. So rapid solar final blows heal you. So again, you're getting heals upon heals upon heals upon heals. It's really, really good. This, even the 2-piece, when you're getting the heal, your solar weapons increase flinch resistance, handling, and reload speed. So you don't even have to put on a reload perk because it's reloading extremely quick. Again, all around, this beats, I believe, in my opinion, the Starfire build. This beats majority of the Void builds. The only one I would say that comes close to it is a prismatic Warlock build with Eunonia, because of the Scorch and detonations and the high uptime on Devour and Restoration. So, but again, you're not getting Radiant, so you will be taking a lot more enemy fire when trying to retreat against Amplified. Maybe 1 out of 5 bullets are hitting you, but your survivability just goes up like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% higher when Getaway Artist is consumed and your Amplified is up. You do have surges in the modifiers that allow you to, I forget the name of it, but basically once you're sprinting you do get Amplified, that's a free dub on a different build. So on other niche builds or meta builds, sure, why not lean into it, because amplified is there, but this 100% guarantees you 1000% survivability. It's just too good. It's got anti-barrier. I have overload. I can interchange if I need unstops with what's that exotic bow there? Leviathan's Breath. Xenophage was pretty cool to use too. Thousand Voices was pretty cool to use. Legends of Acreus was insane up close damage on champs. But that's all I wanted to go over. The build that I've been sticking with. I'm close to 450 now. I haven't been really trying to grind because I'm a little fed up with it, but this build has been just fantastic as a solo player that somewhat teams up with people. I still have to test out the raid. I haven't done the raid yet. Obviously there's going to be like niche specific Warlock builds for it, but I can tell you 100% guaranteed it's going to be either Song of Flame or Well of Radiance, with most likely Outbreak. Outbreak is my guess is the DPS on that. Mint, but this will be in rotation as well. Lotus Eater I'm sure will be there. Choir of One is a fantastic special weapon, even though you're not getting the heals. And yeah, I can go on, but please try out this build, try out these stats, and I guarantee you your death rate will drop significantly. So that'll be it for the build vid. Yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to sub. Thanks for listening to me yap and rant about stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next vid. All right, peace.